Oh my god. All right. I think we're good. I think we fixed it. Hey everyone, Commander Josh Hawkins, only for like the fourth time today. Welcome to the stream. YouTube's up and running now. Thanks YouTube for putting a brand new button hidden away in the top corner that says go live that for some reason I now have to click in order for my stream to start outside of my normal streaming software. That's brand new. Apologize folks for the wait. I hate to keep you sitting in the lobby just wondering what the hell is going on. My sincerest apologies. I know that many of you don't want to go over to Twitch. I don't blame you. I don't want to force you to go over to Twitch. But I gotta tell you, YouTube is such a pain in the butt sometimes with me trying to get the streams up and running. And as I've said, probably about 5 times already in the stream while I'm working on this for anyone who's watching on Twitch, it's like literally one button and Twitch is up and running and everything is so easy. Yes, thank you, Jibber Jabber. Thanks everyone for being patient, of course. You know, I mean, it's just the way it is sometimes. So it looks like we're good. It looks like YouTube's working. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for waiting for this problem to get solved, and I think we are good to go. And Andy, yeah, hey, and anyone who does want to watch on Twitch, I mean, watch on Twitch. I know that most of my subscribers are on YouTube. I've got like 80 people over on Twitch, and you know, 9,000 on YouTube. But whatever platform works better for you, I'm going to continue to stream on both, so long as I can actually get it up and running. The only thing is, it took 16 minutes to do that, but hey, we're live. So thanks for your patience. We're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the game and get this show on the road, right? Oh man. So what are we doing today? We are doing exploration. We are going to continue the exploration. And folks, I got to tell you, I have been out exploring a couple of days. And I am currently sitting at 400 million credits from 2 days of doing exploration. So it has been quite the 2 days of exploration. And I tell you, this is not like my normal exploration where I'm, you know, spending 8 hours doing exploration, because I just don't have 8 hours of gaming time in a day anymore. I'm a dad and a husband and got a full-time job, so that's just not in the cards for me. So it's like the couple of free hours that I could squeeze in between my son going to bed and my wife getting impatient with me that I've been doing exploration, and I have just come across some gold mine systems. What am I going to do if I run out of fuel? I ain't gonna, well, here, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat these gourmet truffles that my buddy got me and fuel myself up with energy. As far as my ship, I don't know. I don't think I could shove the truffles in there to get it going. But I will not run out of fuel. My SRV, however, is going to run out of fuel. In fact, I already lost one SRV. If you guys were on my live stream, my last live stream, you saw that chaotic mess trying to climb up that ridiculous mountain. So my Scorpion is gone, and my Scarab is currently sitting at 22% fuel. So I don't know if there's a way to refuel. I don't think that there is a way to refuel the Scarab without going back to a space dock. Yeah, but yes, if I run out of fuel in my ship, definitely I'm calling the fuel rats, 100%. I'm totally down for that. You can synth SRV fuel? Modules tab with materials? Okay, hold on a second. Modules with materials. What is it under? Do I have to be in the SRV to do it? Or is it on the ship that I need to synthesize it? Craft fuel. Hey, Aquatic. Good to see you. Witchman? Oh, I have to be in the SRV? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Maybe I could do this. Because, I mean, I want to go for 1 billion. I want to go for 1 billion. And the crazy thing is that I don't ever remember my SRV running out of fuel when I was exploring for like a year and a half on my own in my ASP. So I don't know if that's like a new thing, that like now the SRV just runs out of fuel. Okay, so let's see. What am I looking for here? Fuel tank. Is fuel tank? Oh. Oh my god. Look at that. Refuel. Okay. Well, thank you very much. That is super helpful. Oh my god. I could actually just keep going now. I was thinking I'm going to have to go back because I'm all done, run out of fuel. And that was it. I mean, sell my data and then have to jump back out. But then that's like 40 more jumps. I don't want to have to do that. Modules tab is faster. Yeah, no, that is so good. Hey, Aquatic Borealis, please walk the dog. You don't want him doing his dog business in your room, right? That is no fun. Okay. Oh, I can scroll to other types? What do you mean other types? There's different types of fuel? There's like jet fuel, rocket fuel, Uber fuel, Thargoid fuel for my SRV? I mean, that would be kind of cool, I suppose. So where am I right now? I'm a couple thousand light years from Colonia. As you could still see him sitting at the bottom of the galaxy. That's the galactic disk way, way, way above me here. And I've just been exploring this whole region, doing my thing. And, oh, hold on one second. That's not what I wanted to do. So this is where I left off last night, just doing a bit of biological scanning. I came across all these Furaculus, whatever it was. I don't remember if there's some bacteria on this planet that I wanted to scan or not. Let's see. Yeah, there is vesicular red bacterium that I have not yet scanned. But I need to go to a different landing spot for that. And I'm going to check my my Biologicals Big Go card and see if I have in fact already scanned that one, because if I can avoid having to go hunt for bacteria, I will. But if you want to make 1 billion space credits doing exploration, it doesn't take that much. And I mean, really, it doesn't take that much, which is shocking. You call them space mushrooms. Top Blazer, we figured out that the fornicula, whatever, they're not mushrooms. We figured that out in the last stream. That it is, in fact, not a type of mushroom. It's not a fungus. Even though it kind of sounds fungusy. I don't even remember what it's called. Let's see. Fonticula, excuse me. No, Fonticulua. Fonticulua. It's Fonticulua. And it is not a type of fungus. It is a different type of plant. Okay. Yeah, so we got bacteria. It's all over the place here. And there's this crazy massive crater on this planet. Oh, I don't want combat mode. Hello, handsome. Hello, beautiful. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, Top Blazer, I would totally call them mushrooms too. I mean, they look like fungi, right? They look delicious, honestly. Yeah, what did you miss about the fungus? You missed me saying that they're not actually fungus. They look like fungus. They look like giant mushrooms, but they are, in fact... Oh, God. Memory lapse? Someone else can tell you what they are, but they're not a fungus. They are a type of plant that is not a fungus, but that looks like a fungus. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, if my memory serves, it was some type of colony organisms, right? That's what they were saying. There's some type of colony organisms that are fungus-like. And I was thinking it was kind of like more like coral, because coral is like colony organisms as well. But I don't think it is. I think each one is its own kind of unique biological entity, and they're rather large. Yeah, they're colonies. That's what I'm saying, Alex. I think they, like, the wording of it is a little weird, because it says they're colony organisms, which kind of implies like coral, right? I mean, coral is a colony type organism. They all grow together to form the coral, and it looks like coral too. It has that sort of similar structure. But I read the wording, and it was like they do have like parts of the structure that are there for collecting sunlight and I guess nutrients from the atmosphere and stuff, which does kind of imply that whatever it's doing, it's capable of sort of growing into structures that allow for differentiation between the different members of the colony, if that's what it is, which is kind of cool. I mean, honestly, if that's really what it is. And I mean, hell, why not? It's alien life, right? These are exobiological entities. So they certainly can have that capability, and who the hell are we to think that they wouldn't be able to? There's some more of it right there. There's the Fonticulua. Now, we're not looking for this Fonticulua. We're looking for some stupid bacteria, as usual, which is just way more of a pain in the butt to find. That said, if you're looking to make $1 billion space bucks by doing this, these Fonticulua, by the way, they're not particularly high paying. They pay about 5 million space bucks. And the bacteria that I'm looking for, they pay like basically the exact same thing. However, you don't have to scan every single biological thing, especially these low-paying biologicals. There's some bacteria. Okay, so there we go. There's bacteria right there. We'll go land. And the reason why I say that you don't have to scan them all is because there are third-party apps that will tell you whether or not you have or have not, in fact, already scanned this particular one. And so what I'm doing now is I'm playing this more as like a completionist sort of, through a completionist lens. So I've got my app over here, and you know what? I'll pull this over to the screen so you can see this. Let's do this. Let me come over to my screen cap so I can share this window, and then I'll show you this here. So you should be able to see this. This is SRV Survey. Thank you, by the way, to the commander that recommended that I should use this, because this is like my saving grace now, and probably going to save me a ton of time. It might save me time, and it may just, in fact, ruin my life. And I'll explain what I mean in just a second once I get it back up onto the screen. Or is it? I lost the window here. One sec. There it is. Okay. So how it's going to save me time is that I can see here that, and you can see this just over my head, just right up there. Now you're seeing the whole interface, by the way, which is something that you don't see when I'm just capturing the game. So you can see that there's this bacterium that I haven't scanned yet. It's the vesicula, and it's the red color flavor or variant. And then when I go into this window over here, I can go to biology, I can go to bacteria, I can go to vesicula, and look at that. Red has already been acquired. So I have already found this bacteria. So I don't need to go and scan this. I mean, I can I can waste 20 minutes of my life driving around on this planet's surface trying to find all of these stupid little bacteria, which are sometimes extremely hard to spot. Or I could just go onto another planet and try to find the rest of it. Now, where this is great is that I know what I have and have not already scanned. But as you could see from the bottom, I only have 1,028 more scans to go. Each is 0.09. So, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of exobiology out there. And I really do love this. This is so great for keeping track of what I have and haven't scanned. And then the other thing that it does, which is super awesome, is you see these other overlays over here. So you can see this overlay over on my right. And then you also have this one up at the top that shows, okay, I've analyzed one of the two signals, so it's 50% complete. So I know that I still have 50% more of the scans to go. And over here on the left, I could see the two of them, and I could also see the rewards. So it actually says it's worth 1 million, but there's a first footfall bonus of 10 million, and blah, 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 blah. If I go and scan it, which I'm going to do just to show how this works, because I want folks who are wondering how exploration works in Elite Dangerous to know what they can do. So here's a bacteria right here. I'm going to get out. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my biological scanner. And here's the bacteria. This is why it's so hard to see. Like, look at this. It literally, especially on this planet with the very shiny surface, it blends in. So I'm going to scan it. And then once I do my little minigame, over on the right here, you could see that now, right? That away on the other side of the screen, you can see that there is now a red circle that has appeared. And that shows me how far I need to travel in order to get out of the range that I can then scan another one of those bacteria. And there's like 2 clusters right here, but you see they are blue. And of course, that's a pretty big circle. This one here, it's somewhere on here it tells me it's a 500-meter radius, so that's actually pretty far, and the bioscanner is just garbage. It's never going to show me more than 500 meters. So I could get in my SRV, and I could just drive until I'm out of that circle, then I can go look for my next one, and I know that that one will be scannable. So this tool is super, super duper valuable, and I absolutely love it. It is by far one of my favorite tools right now for space exploration. Okay. I don't know what is going on with the SRV. I've noticed this for a while now. Maybe someone has experienced this as well. But when I throttle up, it's like it doesn't want to go right away. And then only when it reaches a certain point, all of a sudden the throttle kicks in and the thing just starts like jetting forward. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's doing that. It solves itself usually half an hour or so into my gameplay. Let's see here. If I do that, I won't get paid for it. Well, okay, if you're saying that, and sorry, this is YouTube chat is a little bit delayed, but if you're saying if I don't scan it, I won't get paid for it, no, you're absolutely right. I will not get paid for it if I don't scan it. But that's okay, because my goal in exploration is not always scanning every single rock and, you know, piece of leaf that I spot. I just want to get all of them. It's like a Pokemon, gotta catch them all kind of thing. And I ain't gonna catch them all if I spend 20 minutes of my life trying to find a bacteria on the surface of a planet that I've already got in my codex. So I will not be chasing them all. Use a game controller for SRV.
Frameshift drive charging.
Not a bad thought, Dakota. Not a bad thought. I probably ought to consider that, honestly. I think that's actually a really good idea. Is that the drive assist? Is that what's doing that? It's better to keep it off than the SRV drives as a car. So that it's drive assist that's doing that stupid acceleration thing. Go figure. All right. Well, So, now that I'm up in space... Yeah, you know, I do have to move a few of these UI interface things around. So here's what I'm going to do, because it's looking a bit cluttered. I'm just going to turn the UIs off, because I really don't need them all over the screen. I'm just going to move chat down a little bit here. Do you guys prefer if chat is on the left or the right side of the screen? I can just as easily put it over here. Where is it the least intrusive for you, left or right side? And while you guys let me know about that, I'm gonna choose the next system to jump to. So obviously, if you're a space explorer like me and you want to go ahead and make all them big space bucks, you have to find places that have biologicals. This is a F-class star. There is another F-class star over here. I've been moving in that direction, by the way, which is towards the galactic center. So I'm just going to keep jumping like that. Just saying, if you see... oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so this is a good point, Apex. And yes, you're absolutely right. I should probably clarify that when I am... And hang on, I'm going to cancel my frame shift. When I am scanning, if it is a bacteria that I have scanned already, I will not go and try to find that bacteria because it's not worth it to me. However, and let me turn my screen capture back on here for a second so you can see, if you look up in the top left-hand corner of this screen, you will see that there is, and it's a little hidden here. Hang on one sec. Let me turn that off. There you go. Stratum tectonicus emerald analyzed 95 million space bucks. Those ones you don't skip over. It doesn't matter if you've scanned them 1,000 times. I could have them in my codex over and over and over. I will just always go and get them. But this is the really nice thing about SRV Survey, is that I can see how much it's worth. So if you look up here in the top left, you're going to see, okay, my bioscan details, 26 million credits, bonus 107, total 134. My unsold is 412 million right now. That's from 2 days of exploration. Maybe we're going to make it 1 billion today. That's my goal. This is how you make 1 billion, by the way. And again, just repeating what I said before, I'm not spending countless hours and days doing this. If I have the time to play Elite Dangerous, it's usually 1 or 2 hours in a day. And you know, by all standards, I'd say that makes me pretty casual compared to a lot of folks who play this game, and compared to how I used to play the game, right? So you could see that one planet had the bacteria. Now that one was worth scanning. It was 8.2 million credits. It had the Cactoida for 12.4 million. It had the Stratum tectonis for 95 million. Ka-ching! And the Tussock for 8.8, and they were all pretty much right in the same thing. I think I only took off and landed one extra time aside from the initial landing. The other planet, that bacteria, I only went and got it. The second one there, Planet 6, HMC, I got it just because I didn't have that one in the codex already, so I need to check that off my bingo card. And then the planet that we just took off from, I already had that vesicular red, so I'm just skipping it because bacteria are a pain in the butt. Yes, exactly, Apex. You literally, you read my mind as I was saying that. You wrote it in chat. Bacteria is a pain. All right. Now, all of that said, let me go back to the right view so that I'm not cluttered with all this chat. Left-hand side? Okay, everyone seems to like the left-hand side. Perfect. I will keep it on the left-hand side. Let me lock it in, and we're good to go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're jumping. Now, I turned off all the different UIs. I'm also using, what is it, OD? Odyssey something or other. It's called, well, there's ED Market Connector, and then there's OD Explorer. I've got both of those plugins as well, and I love both of them. Maybe it's a little redundant, the information that you get, but one of them kind of logs it like Captain's Log used to do, which I really like. And it has all of the planets, the systems that I've jumped to, like everything in there. And SRV I'm using mainly for the biologicals. So, you're an explorer. You're a budding space explorer, and you want to make lots of money scanning all of these exobiological signals like I showed you here, 412 million space bucks. What do? You jump into a system like this, you open up your filtered spectral analysis, your FSS scanner, and then you're going to go down to most likely this line here. Usually there's one, sometimes there's two or three. And then you're going to tune your spectral analysis back and forth, as you can see I'm doing here, until you see these little white things pop up in the little bright circles, and you're going to zoom in. That's going to scan the planet. Now this one here is a terraformable body. That's interesting. It's a high metal content, and it's also landable, and it's worth a lot of money. I'm actually going to tag this because as an explorer, you're trying to make money off of this type of stuff. It's not just exobiology that makes money. Sometimes you find these planets, they can be worth an easy 10 mil. If I surface scan this one, it's going to be worth a couple of million credits, which, yeah, no, that's not huge, but it adds up. It adds up, and I'll show you some of my stats in just a little bit here. So you continue scanning, you come over here, you scan the next planet. That's another high metal content. That one's also worth 2.6 mil. You come over here. Okay, this one here is not high metal content. I'm going to tune in, and guess what? It's a water world. Those are also worth some money. So we'll probably go surface scan that one so that our name is on it. And we come to the next one. What do we got here? This is an HMC, it looks like. It is another HMC. This one's not a high value one though, so that's okay. We're just gonna ping it like this so that we've scanned it. We're gonna keep moving. Once you get into the flow of this, it does go pretty quick. I'm just kind of explaining it as we do it right now. And we're gonna go scan those planets just to get the surface scans. And the great thing with this ship, of course, is this Super Cruise overcharge. Oh my god. My favorite thing in the whole world in this game right now. But we are going to fly past it and do the loop of shame. Because I never do this, I swear. First time. Never happened. That's okay. It gets us close enough, and honestly, it is really hard to time that. If someone's got a trick for the overcharge to, like, not actually fly past the thing, please let me know what the hell it is. I'll make a video on it, I swear. I'll post it on YouTube. It'll get 1 million views, because I'm sure everyone's doing exactly what I'm doing, and just zipping right past it, and then turning around, and going, yeah, well, you know, it's faster. It's still faster. But I don't know if there's a trick to that. Terraformable is worth 4.5 mil. If not about 1.5. That's like a 3 million credit difference there. So it's either worth 4.5 or 1.5. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to scan it anyhow. Okay. Now, this is the other way you can make money. You do a surface scan, and that's going to get you a higher level of detail on the planet. It's going to put your name on the planet, and it's also going to give you more money. And you can see in the bottom right-hand corner over here, it says efficiency target 6 probes, 0 impacted. That's because if you could scan it in less than 6 probes or 6 or less, you get a bonus for scanning it. And I'm sure that someone probably has posted pictures of the best pattern to launch these things in. I have a couple that I've kind of got down to muscle memory here for 6. It's really easy. but you have to launch your probe not just to the front, but to the back of the planet as well. So if you're shooting in the front here, up until this little dotted line, that's kind of like the front face of it. Once you pass that line, it's like beyond the horizon, and now you're shooting into the back side of the planet. And so for 6, I just do this, and then put one up on the top and one up on the bottom, or one down on the bottom, and that's going to get me my full scan. And you'll see it kind of pop up and start scanning the planet in just a second. Top Blazer, when the time to the destination is about 3 to 4 seconds, switch off the boost is what you do. I do that, Top, but it's tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. Timing it to 3 to 4 seconds, like, you gotta have some serious twitch reflexes right there. Okay, so this planet is scanned. Now, if it had biological on the planet, if there was exobiology on there, this would now turn a nice shade of ugly greenish blue, and you would then know where to fly to find that specific one. We'll see this on stream, I'm sure. But this is the second way to make money exploring, is you surface scan these planets. And of course I got that with the 6 probes, so I get the efficiency bonus. Now, we are going to go get the other planet as well. So there's a water world here. I believe it was this one. Terrestrial water world, yeah. So we're going to go there, and we're going to surface scan that one as well. Because it's a water world. We don't leave water worlds behind. I don't even care if they're not worth as much money as some other stuff. I got to get my name on it. It's a water world. It's mine. Mine? All right. 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. See, look at that. I tried. But it doesn't get you all the way there. And now I'm still 23 seconds, 22 seconds. I'm going to hit it again, and this time I'm surely going to pass it. 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. 3, 2, and see, now we are doing the loop of shame once again. But that's fine. You know, when I used to play this game, there's a bit of a gap between my playing now and when I used to play religiously. It would probably take you 5 minutes to fly there, because we didn't have this super cruise overcharge. It works sometimes, all depends on the local grav. Yeah, that's okay. I'm fine with it. I really am. If I'm just in regular Super Cruise and I'm loop-a-shaming around because I just don't know how to fly, I would maybe be a little bit more embarrassed. But I am not at all embarrassed when Super Cruise Overcharge slingshots me way past the planet, because, I mean, I'm still getting there so much faster. Alright, so now we're going to do our probes, and there's our pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Just a nice little line like that, and then one up on the top. And then one on the bottom. And this planet is good to go. We'll get some data for this one. Now, it used to be that before they added these little probey things into the game, which was done quite a while ago. I mean, like, they've had this for a while now. The way to get a planet scanned was so lengthy. Oh my god. I mean, I'm gonna try and make 1 billion credits by the end of this stream. I only made 1 billion credits in a year and a half of out there solo exploring in the black, and then selling all of my data. And there was no biologicals, mind you. It was literally just planet scanning. And I scanned a lot of planets, but what you had to do is you had to fly to the planet, and you had to kind of be like within a certain proximity of that planet, and then it would just kind of like bleep, 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 bing, and then poof, there you go, your planet was scanned, and that would be like your high-level surface scan. And I'm happy to share. I'm curious, actually, folks in chat, if you're in Elite Dangerous right now, I would like to see how many you have. And if I go to my codex, I think it's here. And I go to, is it here? Yeah, so my stats, and I go to exploration, you can see that I have 22,580 level 3 detailed scans. I've traveled 154,000 light years, and I've made 7,875 hyperspace jumps. So this is wow, 664 kilometers on an SRV. I don't know if that's a lot, but I'm pretty sure that this is a lot here. I mean, especially for folks who are not explorers, and I'd be curious. I know I got a lot of exploration folks in stream that you've probably scanned a lot of planets. What is your level 3 detailed scans number at? I'm interested in seeing how that compares to y'all's stuff. Obviously, you can see here that the on-foot stuff is brand new to me. 33 first footfalls, that's brand new. So I've literally only landed on 33 planets. That's probably, most of those are going to be planets that had exobiology on it. So if you compare that to how much money I've made just since I restarted playing a few weeks ago, I've made already almost 1 billion credits. That's just from landing on like 30 planets. It's wild. Oh, hey, Phil. When did I come back? It's been a couple of weeks. Good to see you, man. All right, so we've scanned our planets, and the next thing you do as an explorer, of course, is you choose your next destination. So we are going to continue in this direction over yonder here, and I guess we'll just go up to this one. And we are going to jump. And rinse and repeat until 255? Jesus. Alex, you beast. Put me to shame, brother. All right, I thought I was all proud of my 25,000. I mean, okay, granted, I was gone for like 6 years, but 255,000. 1.9 million light years traveled. Good for you, man. Good for you. All right, who's got Alex beat?
Fuel scooping.
Who's got Alex beat? Anyone? Apex, you're saying stats are similar. Are you talking to Alex's stats or are you talking about mine? Because there's a big difference there. It's only 10 times more, right? Only 10 times more. That's nothing. I'll do that by next weekend. Yeah, look at this. Is it a gas giant or a water world? I think it's a water world. We'll find out here in a sec. It is. You got a water world. It's a valuable body. All right, so now we're going to be doing the same thing as we did before, but I'm going to do it faster. And here's a tip, by the way. Never go in the up direction of that line. So you can see it's kind of like angled up. Always kind of follow it down, because the way that the scan filters down the screen like that, when you're going down, you're more likely to see those little white circles than if you're going up. Just a little efficiency tip. And I know that most of y'all are space explorers. That's why you're here watching this, because you're jonesing to get into your ship and go explore if you're not already out there right now. But for you folks who are not explorers, and if you're just watching this for the first time and going, hey, how do I make money exploring? That is just an efficiency tip right there. The other thing that I would suggest is don't do what I do and waste hours and hours filming planets unless you're making YouTube videos, because that's a really easy way to considerably minimize that A3. Got to remember that. Considerably minimize your monetary output per hour. And you don't want to do that.
System scan complete.
Oh, okay, similar to me. Yeah, that. Good on you, Apex. That is a lot of scanning. Only crazy people have 10 times more scanning than that. Crazy, amazing people. Alex was playing those years. No kidding, right? No kidding, man. Oh, man, if it was 719,000? Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, though, folks. I had you all beat 6 years ago. Measly 5,300. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Measly 5,300. Count to 5,300 right now and see how long it takes you. Measly 5,300. Right. 700,000 level 2 scans. There you go. 1.85 mil. Yeah, that's a lot of light years, man. That is a lot of light years. Malcolm, you're in Colonia? Hey, you're quite close to me then. I am not that far off from Colonia right now. Ah! Oh, Jesus. What the hell? Did I get a little too close to that planet? I'm not paying attention. That's okay. Let's scan this planet here. So, same thing. It's another 6, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then 1 on the top. And 1 on the bottom. There was an HMC here as well, but it was A3.
Surface scanned by
A3.
50%.
It's this guy right here. Candidate for
Surface scan
terraforming.
complete.
Gotta go scan those terraforming candidates, folks. If I ever need to call the rats, make sure to do it when you're online. Absolutely. Someone one day is gonna need to come and save my ass. I have, you know, maybe not, because knowing me, it's either gonna be I'm perfectly fine, or I'm gonna blow myself up like I did the other day. But I mean, like, that was such a noob explorer moment right there. Like, that probably hasn't happened to me since, like, the first time I jumped in on a neutron star and decided I wanted to, you know, go and charge my FSD on it. It's not that common. And like I said, it's a mistake I will never make again. But, I mean, fuel rats can't save me from my own stupidity, right? They can save me if I run out of fuel. But they ain't saving me from just being a dumbass, flying into a white dwarf and getting myself blowed up. Do I upload logs to websites? You work for Andromeda Club achievement on EDSM? I don't even know what that is. Do tell. Share, please. Top Blazer, you got 42,000? There you go, man. There you go. There's a good number. Everyone's got me beat. I'm embarrassed now. Call myself an explorer. Got the lowest exploration of everyone in the channel right now. Shame. 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 Once upon a time, folks. Once upon a time. Once upon a time, I was considered an elite explorer. Alright, let's get this terraformable here. Yeah, so no, I don't think I upload my stuff to a website. But, hey, speaking of websites, I saw... Let me just do this. I saw something interesting that I downloaded. You... wonderful folks introduced me to the Burr Pit, I believe is the name of their channel. They do some Elite Dangerous videos. Apparently they're very popular nowadays. Didn't exist back in the day, but they sure are prominent today. Watched a video that they posted earlier, and they talked about the Explorarium. So I checked that out, and I'll show you this here. Hang on one sec. Let's see. Do I? So it's called the Explorarium, and if you haven't heard of it yet, definitely worthwhile checking out. So they have a trailer, and this is on Reddit. You could just search it, you'll find it, and then you download it from GitHub here. But what it does basically is it tells you where there's all these like super cool things to see. And do I have it open here? Let me see if I have it open. Hang on one sec. Explorarium. I'll open it up and I'll put it up on screen. I haven't played around too much in it yet, but here it is. So this is the app, and basically you've got, welcome, Commander Josh Hawkins. So you got a galaxy plotter, and then you have the records, a plethora of extremely remarkable systems. These systems are uncatalogued and only identified from data sets. They're saying they're uncatalogued. Does that mean like nobody's been to them? Kinda. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I guess they're skimming through the data sets, and they're somehow like looking for specific types of systems that someone's jumped into, but has not claimed rights or ownership of the planet, I guess. So like, look at this. You've got there's different categories. So you have 20 less than 20 light seconds, gas giant, and a landable. So that's really close. Alternative pendulum. No idea what that even is. Atmospheric collision. Binary atmospherics closely orbiting a gas giant. Close body to giant star with landable. I love those, by the way. These are so amazing for capturing just incredible footage in game, because like you land on the planet and you've got this huge star just taking up the entire horizon. It's amazing. Colliding moons while being extremely close to the ring. Colliding rings. Collision in under 2 days. Like there's all this stuff here, right? And then let's say, I don't know what the hell Kepler's fantasy is, but trinary collision. All kinds of stuff. So let's say I like this one here. The where is the giant close body to giant star with landable? So you click on this, and then it's going to show you distance to you, because this is from my current position, and that's the system. And if I click view, no, there's no description. You could claim it. I don't know what that does exactly. And so this is basically like a screenshot. It's not the exact place. It's just an idea of what you might see if you get there. And then there's also a galaxy map. And this you can zoom in on. It's kind of interactive, so I can see where I am. And then I can see all of those things. And this is not filtered here, but in proximity to me. So there's a couple of things already in proximity to me. Under 100 light seconds, high axial tilt, RGG with landable neighbor, giant star binary with landable. So right click to open system, right click to open system. I can't unfortunately target the one underneath me, even though that looks very close. Atmospheric collision. Yeah, you know what we'll do? Let's see what else is here. Eccentric landable, very close to white dwarf. Oh, God. I don't even think I want to check that. Under 100 light second, high axial tilt, RGG with high inclined moon. Let's just do this one. Sinking. Okay, so here's the system name. How do I copy this? Do I have to like search it? I will say the UI needs a little love. It ain't beautiful by any standards, and it's not exactly clear how to do everything in here. Like I could just claim it. It doesn't make sense. but I guess I can... Yeah, see, clicking it doesn't do anything. Let's try this. Spoihi BR-M D7-4. Spoihi. Let's see where that is. I'd love to be able to just copy paste. Spoihi BR-M. Did I spell that wrong? Spoihi BR-M. I'm spelling that right. D7-4? Oh. Anyhow, I don't know. I haven't like tested this yet, so I don't know how accurate this stuff is, but I'm assuming... Oh, here we go. BR-M. Oh, okay. Now it's working. D7-4. There it is. How far is that from us? 5 jumps. Let's go check it out. Excuse me. All right, we'll go check that out, and we'll look for biologicals along the way, so we have an interesting destination to go to. I can copy and paste in-game with bottom button on gal map. Sorry, folks, I've just turned my attention back to chat and catching up on some messages here. Oh, hey, sorry, Apex. I hope you're still there, but thanks for joining the stream. I'll catch you next time, brother. EDSM in make accounts there and set up your tools to report logs that will share your findings with the community. Share my findings? You crazy? Those are my findings. You want me to share my findings? I will share my name on the planet. When you get there and you see Commander Josh Hawkins has landed there, that's because I've got 25,000 planets with my name on it. I'll have to check that out sometime. Sharing. What is this sharing? We don't share. We're explorers. We gather for our personal collection. Like someone has taken. Ah. Okay, there we go. We're good. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. 14,000 hours. 14,000 hours. So shame on you for playing my life away. 14,000 hours. Someone do the math on that. How many days is that? And let's calculate like sleeping time in there too, because obviously, Whale, you had to sleep at some point, right? There was sleeping that took place. I'm assuming. On some nights. Probably not, actually, but let's see. Someone calculate out the math. 14,000 hours. How many days and sleepless nights does that equate to? I gotta know. Do quick scans here. I want to see what that special place was all about. Okay, nothing here. We're moving on.
Frameshift drive charging.
If you click on the system in the app, it auto-copies it? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, good to know, I suppose. Thanks, Mars. Appreciate it.
4, 3, 2.
Where do you think your Explorarium takes data? I'm sure, yes, I understand that. I know. It's a community thing. It's a project that if I don't contribute to it, then nobody the hell is going to know what cool things I found. Or maybe you will if you watch my videos, right? Oh, wait a second. I remember this guy. This guy is the guy that got me deaded and back to station and losing 200 million in exploration data. It's this guy. I don't like this guy. I don't even want to go in there. I have no choice. But I don't want to, is what I'm saying. I know it was this guy. I could tell it's this guy because I'm actually feeling a little nervous around this thing. It's like it was this system. I think it's the exact system. Body with fast orbit. Really? Maybe we'll go check that out real quick. Body with fast orbit. 2 bodies with fast orbits. Wow, these two are zipping around each other here, I guess. Okay, interesting, interesting. What else we got here? A whole bunch of little fast bodies in this system. What am I missing? Oh, asteroid belt. Yeah, we'll grab that. And then we'll get this one over here. That's a landable large radius body. 19.4k kilometers radius. Probably big G's. We don't land on those planets because I actively avoid trying to kill myself on planet surfaces. It's not my idea of a great time. Nor is this. I'm gonna go in just at the very end, just the tip, just right here. We got this. We got this.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
Yeah, we got this. We're good. Okay. Told you, I'm not making that mistake again. So, see? 250,000. Without this Super Cruise overcharge, man, that would be a long flight. This is what I was talking about. It'd be like a 10-minute flight back in the day. Look how fast we go now, though. Alright. I'm curious how fast they are. I mean, that's just what the app says. Fast-moving bodies. We'll find out. Maybe add them to the Explorarium for the rest of you fine folks to be able to check out. Man, even with Super Cruise overcharge, it's still like a minute and a half to get to this place. It's kind of like being on a boat, though. That's what it feels like a little bit, like riding waves. Hey, by the way, anyone here excited about the Expanse video game? I see that's coming out pretty soon. I'm a big fan of the show, just because of the science, how accurate it is. Absolutely love how they've integrated the real science into it. Who all is excited for the Expanse? Who's going to be playing it? And would you like to see me play it on stream? Is that something you'd be interested in watching? I know I can land on high-G planets. I'm not saying I can't. I'm just saying I don't like going splat. That is not my idea of a good time. Can't wait to try it, Top Blazer? Nice. Nice. Caspian is slow in overcharge. I think other ships are faster. 4,000 C? Probably the Mandalay, right? I mean, the Mandalay looks like a fast... like, it looks like it could move fast. Expanse has a Telltale game? No way. Oh, I bet that's tons of fun. I've played a bunch of those Telltale games. Walking Dead, particularly. I had fun with that one. Alright, here we go. So there should be 2 little planets right there. Looks like 1 right now. They must be really close together. It still looks like 1, and we're 16 light seconds out. Oh, okay. Now it's starting to look like 2. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Those are really close together. Wow. Look at that. Oh, they're practically kissing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah, those are super close together. What happens if I fly right through the middle of it? Might be better than Helion if they get gravity stuff right. Yeah, no, I mean, they have the grav boots, which is nice. Helion didn't have anything like grav boots. Okay, so these are not like... It's not zipping around each other, kind of like I expected they might be, and it said fast-moving bodies, but... Let's see. Let's stop. Let's stop for a second. We'll stop right here. We'll just put the ship in park for a sec. Let's get down to 0. And if they are moving fast, I mean, this one over here on the right has like a couple of stars. Well, both of them, left and right, have stars like right at the horizon. I want to see if we can see them moving, if that star just goes behind the horizon. I don't know if I'm going cross-eyed or if the star's actually going behind the horizon. It's really hard to tell. I'm staring at the star, waiting for it to disappear, and like my whole peripheral vision's going black. Is it? I gotta squint. Even with my glasses, I can't tell. Maybe it is. But, okay, so they are not that fast moving. Left, right? No, they're not. Check the map, it has periods? Okay. Map has period. Oh! Oh, look at this. Silencer 004. You in stream right now, Silencer 04? Congrats. I guess somebody else got here first. What are the odds, eh? And this isn't even one from the Explorarium. This is just a random system along the way. Oh, no, actually, it's in the White Dwarf system. Whoa, look at that one, though. Yo, that one is, I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Is this actually like a representation of rotational speed? Orbital eccentricity, orbital period, Earth masses, gravity. Do we have rotational speed in here? Because, like, that one's going really quick. I mean, okay, yeah, these two are going pretty quick, too. And they didn't look like they were spinning all that fast up close, so maybe not. Yeah, it seems pretty stationary, hey? Yeah, let's see. Rotational period 0.6 days. Okay. So it's 0.6 days. Orbital period 0.3 days. We'll be sitting here for a few hours before we actually see it move. But it would make some really nice footage, I bet, landing on that planet. You can get like some, you know, some nice videos when that other planet comes rising up over the horizon. I would get some video of it right now, but I want to go check out some other stuff. So, okay, cool. We got it at least. That's nice. Keep on going. Where are we going next?
Frameshift drive charging.
I probably should check for... Oh, no, there was no biologicals here. Oh. Oh, yeah, check that out. Is that the neutron star ahead of us?
Ready to engage.
Right beside our destination, you can see the gravitational lensing around that star. I don't think that's the neutron star, was it? Or yeah, it must be. It has to be. We're just not seeing it right now as highlightable because I'm not in Super Cruise. That's why.
3, 2.
Alright, we'll keep going. Keep on going. Just keep trucking. It's only 5 jumps, so we got, what, 2 more to go. It's like every neutron star around here, someone has jumped to and scanned everything around it, including the white dwarfs. I mean, good on you guys. Colonia is a very popular area, apparently.
Operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Alright,
moving right along. 7.2 was the orbital period on the 2? Okay, I might have overlooked where exactly the orbital period of the 2 of them was. I need 600 million credits, folks, to get my billion. So we gotta find a few more stratum tectonics. Just 6 more of those. That's all we need. 6 more stratum tectonics. Oh, here, we finally got math.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Okay, we'll take a look at the math.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
14,000 hours equals 1,750 8-hour days. Okay, gotcha. It's 1,750 8-hour days, which is 350 work weeks, or 6.7 years. Holy hell! Oh my god. That's a few. It's a few. Okay, so yeah, you got a few days in the game, man. We could probably say casual. I think you at least qualify for casual with 14,000 hours. Casual insanity. That's what I would probably classify it as. You're only casually insane. Very committed to your craft, sir. Good for you. Let's get these last 2 before we jump out of here. Landable body with rings, and then there's the gas giant right here.
System scan complete.
Has someone already discovered these? I don't think they have, although... No, they didn't. You know what? Yeah, let's go here. Let's go here. It's not next to the thing, but it says ultra-wide rings. I want to see just how ultra-wide they are. 69,000 kilometers is... I mean, that's big. Probably not the biggest rings I've seen on a gas giant. I think I've seen gas giant rings. I probably got them in a video somewhere with like 200, 250, 300,000 kilometer rings. I mean, literally, I remember they just take up the entire screen. It's completely bonkers. Okay, Google calculated 0.3 days into hours for you. All right. Hey, don't listen to me, Google. I said Google and my phone lit up. Yeah, no, these are not big rings. They lie. 69,000... Big, not big. You see, played 45 weeks, 6 days. Let's see what I've got. I think mine is it's not gonna be anywhere near that. I mean, it's split across 2 accounts, mind you, but let's see what mine says. Codex, stats. Where do we see time played? I literally felt like my house just like had an earthquake or something. Where is my time played? Oh, it's got to be right here. 7 weeks, 5 days, 10 hours, 31 minutes. So, someone calculate that out for me. 7 weeks, 5 days. How many... how many ridiculous hours is that? It's not 14,000. Not 14,000. But it's enough. I mean, okay. These are nice looking rings. Not gonna lie, they're pretty cool looking. Is it worth hanging out here? Probably not. I'd love to. I mean, it's a nice looking gas giant, though. I like the separation on the rings on it. Maybe I'll do a quick capture on this. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick capture. Webcam's gonna turn off for a second. Here we go. I'm gonna turn webcam off. I'm gonna show you my trick. Here's my trick for anyone who wants to get footage that looks really cool. Here's my trick. So, first we line up with the rings. Yeah, we're good. First we line up with the rings, make sure you're kind of parallel. Then you go into your external camera. Now this is the trick here. We are no good here. We're actually at a weird angle. So, we're gonna nose down so that we are parallel with the planet. That looks good. No, we're still a little high up, so we're gonna get parallel like this. Then we are gonna put the camera 90 degrees to the ship. We are gonna point at the planet like that. We're gonna get rid of this. Gonna hit start recording, and then we are going to go forward and just slightly turn while we're doing that. And if you get this just right, you try to keep the planet centered, and what you'll end up with is either a slow spiral in, and if you do it just right, I mean, it ends up being perfectly centered. But it is a little tricky to do. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 times to get this set up. You just try to keep the planet centered while you're spinning around. This used to be so easy to do with the old camera suite, because you'd go into external camera and it would just lock your current direction. Now you actually have to fly the ship while you're doing it, which is honestly a huge pain in the ass. So I'm just like yawing. I'm using the yaw on my joystick to do like a slight turn. But you can get these nice like rotational views of the planets doing it like this. Otherwise, if you don't do this, you get stuck in a straight line recording. So you just like fly past the planet, and then it kind of like zooms in and then zooms out. That's my little trick right there. And we'll get a little mini sunset on that neutron star. Yeah, there we go. Little eclipse. And we'll get it emerging on the other side. Perfect. That's all I wanted to do. Well, we can stop recording. That'll be in a video somewhere. Alright, next jump was where? Let's boost away from here. Next jump is here.
Frameshift drive charging.
this is it. This jump here is going to bring us to whatever the Explorarium was telling us we would go to. And maybe we'll see something interesting there.
3, 2, 1,
Google says that 7,704 hours, and Josh, yours is 1,296 hours. Yeah, it doesn't seem like much at all. That's not a lot. Okay. EDSM, valuable bodies. EDSM reports bodies of value in this system. Let's see what they are. And you know what? I'm going to just refuel before I do anything, just in case I forget.
fuel stripping.
So, my understanding of the Explorarium is that someone has jumped through and honked in this system, but they haven't claimed it. Meaning they haven't actually gone to the planets in the system and claimed them for themselves. Like, their name is not on it, so they haven't sold any exploration data. Is that the idea? Is that how that works? Is that correct? Or am I completely misunderstanding the way that it's what it's telling us? This is a huge star, by the way. Jesus. All right, we are refueled. It is crazy how big this star is, because I've got
Fuel stripping
my
complete.
throttle to full. And we are flying in a straight line around this thing, but it is barely moving. I mean, it's barely moving. This star is massive. Holy crap. Okay. We gotta scan this place and take a look at this star too. Let's just get out of its influence for a second. Oh, thanks for the sub, Joe. Welcome to the Hawk Flock. Alright, let's take a look at this ridiculously huge star. Oh my... It's so big. Yeah, okay, it's a big star. Big star, folks. Let's see just how big it is. There's some perspective for you. Holy crap. What's the radius? Yeah, we'll check the radius in a second. This thing is massive. Okay, wow. Radius on the star. Oh, and there's 3 other ones in here too. Okay, radius, solar radius, 29 solar radius. Interesting. It's only 0.9 solar. Well, actually, that's not surprising. Giant stars like that are just regular stars like the sun that are starting to puff up, essentially. Like our star the sun will eventually get huge like this and engulf Mercury and Venus and fry off the oceans of Earth, and then one day swallow the Earth as well. 29 solar radii, though. All right, so why were we coming to this place again? Was it it was a landable with a moon in close proximity to the planet? So these are discovered. Now, these are discovered. They're discovered by Chessie. Okay, so this is DSS survey 2 bodies, C5, C6. Check for biotics? Yes, I will definitely check for biotics. I need to, because I need 600 million space bucks. Right? Right. There's a valuable HMC, probably terraformable. Another high metal content. mean, biotics would be nice. I don't know. I think with a star that big, I mean, unless it's around one of the smaller stars, I can't imagine anything within 700 light seconds of that would have biotics or exobiology on it. They would all be fried to a crisp. How they even have atmospheres is, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to kind of look at the system in more detail and figure out whether or not it's even possible that they could have an atmosphere, depending on their proximity to the star. When that thing starts puffing up, it's just going to boil off their atmospheres. So, a lot of asteroids here. Am I going to get a fleet carrier? At some point. I mean, I guess. It's what, 5 billion for a fleet carrier? Is that, that's the cheapest one? 5 bill? Or is it 1 billion? How much is it for a fleet carrier right now? We're not looking good for exobiology here, folks. Let's see if we get lucky around this star. Geological. Geological. And the rest is on the other side of the star, of course. So let's go up. We'll go up here. And then resume scanning. Where is it? There we go. Geological and nothing. Okay, so we got no exobiology. 7 billion? Oh my god. Okay. 5 billion credits base cost. Yeah, I think that's what I understood. All right, so I'm gonna check the Explorarium again to see what the hell I was coming here for. So it was a giant binary star with landable, and so who's used Explorarium? Who understands the purpose of this outside of, I mean, yeah, cool. Look, there's some awesome things to see. Right now, it says claim. My understanding of the Explorarium is that it is able to find these things, and then you can go and claim them for yourself. That's kind of what I had read on Reddit. It seems like someone's already been here, but it is still showing as claim being an option. Yes, please, Aquatic. I will definitely need folks to help me out with stuff like that and then show me the ropes. You use Observatory Course, so you're not sure about this program? Okay. Well, I don't know if it's new or not, but it was on Burpit, and I figured I'd check it out because it looked kind of cool. Okay, well, you know what? We'll still go check the landables. If this is the picture, I don't know if it is. It kind of looks like it's on one of the second stars, so let's see which star is closest to the big boy in the middle. We got this one, and then I guess it would be that landable right there. Let's go check it out. That's where we're going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, that is a big fat star right there. Yep. Yep, that's going to be cool. It's definitely going to look cool. So, I think I like Explorarium for... I mean, I'm not too concerned about whether I'm the first person there or not. But I could see this being really useful in terms of just getting that awesome footage. Because, like, look at this. Look at this. There's a... Oh my god, look at this. Is this landable? Yes, it is. Perfect. I need one that's a little bit more on this side of this star. So we'll come up to this planet, B1, since we can see both stars. And I want to get back to biologicals. I thought this would be a cool destination just to check out how Explorarium works, and it certainly does seem to have some use in finding really cool places to look at, because now you can put that into perspective. I mean, look at the flare happening right now on the top of that giant star. Look at that. That flare is probably bigger than this entire star right here. Probably bigger than that entire star. It is so hard to just, you know, have like a true perspective on how big that actually is. It doesn't translate well when you're looking at a two-dimensional screen like a computer monitor. And I mean, it would be mind-bogglingly just ridiculously huge if this was possible to visit in real life. But this is looks like a small landable. It almost looks like a potato. And I'm having to like adjust my course here to the left. It almost looks like it's moving pretty quick too. This has got to be a little potato. Look at the shape of it. It's not even spherical. And it's definitely moving fast. Look, I'm stopped. Look at that guy. There's a fast mover. All right, let's see if we can scan it. 2 probes. Let's see how that goes. We got to chase it down. We got to go land on this thing. I'm wasting time, but
by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Why is it green? Oh, it's got fumaroles on it. Okay, whatever. I don't care about the fumaroles. Of course it's gonna have fumaroles. Let's go get a little a quick touchdown, a quick peek. Get a quick little video of it because it looks cool.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh my god, this planet is tiny. It's like an errant moon just zipping around this star at 1,000,000 miles an hour. We're gonna touch down right there at the dusk line. That should be interesting. Too bad there's no giant mountains or anything on this planet. Just bumpy terrain. We'll get one quick video coming down here, and then we are gonna go find ourselves some more biologicals. All right, I'm gonna do this, switching to my recording screen. And we'll do a little pan around of these two, just cause it looks cool. Capture that. All right, here we go. The big reveal. Start with some black, because we're way out. We'll pan around to reveal the galactic plane. Back the camera off just a little bit. There's star number 1. And there's our big fat boy. Nice. Yep, it was worth the trip just for that one shot. All right. That'll do it for this. Okay. So, now we need a new destination. Yeah, I'd say Explorarium is probably worth it. I mean, as someone who does a lot of video footage, that's worth it to me. Definitely worth it. Being able to find stuff like that without actually having to find it. I mean, it kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of exploration, but at the same time, I mean, if you just, I don't know, let's say you're exploring for a couple of days and you haven't found anything super interesting, that's just a really cool way of being able to say, hey, you know what, what's close to me? What can I go check out that someone has already found? Because sometimes that's all you want to see, right? Sometimes that's all we want to see. Just want to come down and check out something super cool. Hey, Carenut? Good to see you, man. RC Airnut. Why do I call you Carenut? I just got it. You're an RC Airnut. What kind of RC is it? Drones? Planes? Helis? I mean, unless it is our Carenut. That could be crazy. Stranger things have happened, right? Alright, what do we got here? Okay. Some asteroids. Let's go down this way. RC airplanes, nice. I cleaned out my former office down in the basement the other day, which is now being set up as an exercise room, which I have yet to exercise in. Although I will say my wife is a better human being than I am, and she went down and did some exercise yesterday. This is my exercise right now. I found an RC glider that I built, and I did this, man, it's got to be at least 26 years ago I built this thing, and I was super excited because, I mean, I love flight sims, I love flying, and I don't remember how long it took me to build the damn thing, but I remember how expensive it was, at least at the time, to buy all of the components, the remote, the RC remote, still in the bag there too. The motors that connect to the remote to be able to control the flight surfaces on the glider. Unfortunately, it's not a super complicated plane to build, so it was pretty easy for a beginner like myself. And I took that thing out, and I'd never flown an RC plane in real life before. And I took it out with my buddy to this field, and we're like, I've watched so many videos on this, I've flown so many flight sims, I'm ready. And we turned the motor on, and I launched it up, and I got it up into the air, and I circled around one time, and then I turned just a little bit too hard, and it came down and it smashed to the ground and broke into pieces. And now it is in a bag that has been sitting in my basement storage for the last 20-something years. I'm pretty sure that everything still works. I'm sure that one day my son will be like, Dad, let's go build an RC plane. And I'll just go down there and be like, yeah, perfect. We got the remote, we've got the motors, and I could probably just build it all, and I'm sure it'll be fine. But that was the shortest lived flight experience I've ever had. And sure glad I wasn't flying a real plane when that happened. You like sailplanes? Yeah, I know. That's You know, I kind of wanted the glider for that. I figured, you know, that's like you can really just get up there and fly around for hours. I've seen, like, I mean, professional folks, they can get up there and they can just coast that thing around for forever. It's crazy how long they can keep that thing up in the air. I'm gonna stick to my drone. It's funny because, like, I did so much like video footage of my ship in Elite Dangerous that when I finally got my drone, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just doing the exact same things that I normally do with the free cam in Elite Dangerous. So I've done a lot of aerial footage with my drone. Had a lot of fun. Brought that to Vietnam. Got some great footage in Vietnam. Chasing down boats out on the ocean with my drone. Super fun.
System scan complete.
Hey, Tragic Blue.
Warning, frameshift drive operating.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining in.
Frameshift drive
All right,
supercharged.
we are going back to biologicals now. We got to find something. I'm at 412 million unsold bioscan data right now. I need a little bit more. I need 600 million more to make it 1 billion for this stream. And we have yet to find any, which is a sad, 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 sad thing to say. Where are we going to go? Let's go to you. You look promising.
Frameshift drive
A
charged.
2-hour flight joined by a bald eagle. Best day ever. That, oh yeah, that would be amazing. Bald eagle's just checking out your plane like, oh, hey buddy, what are you doing up here?
Ready to engage.
I had my drone attacked by like a little osprey or something. That was hilarious actually. I wasn't too far from my place. I live like out in the woods. And but the thing is, I do live next to a small airfield, so I can't fly my drone where I live. At least legally, you're not supposed to. I've still flown it, but I'm just very careful because you know, FCC rules and everything. Like you're not.
Scooping.
Is it FCC? Yeah, I think it's FCC.
Complete.
You're technically not supposed to fly a drone within a certain distance of airfields because, you know, it poses a risk to the small aircraft. And that's all it is. It's just a small aircraft field. You know, single engine planes for 2-3 passengers. But it is very recreational. There's a lot of small planes that fly around here, so you have to be very careful. I will not go above the tree line in my area. But I took it out to this field, and I was flying it real low to the ground. I was 4 or 5 feet off the ground, and as I went out across the field, a bird launched out and attacked the drone, and I had to like evasive maneuvers to get away from this thing. I mean, it was like literally like it was, I was gonna say dog fight, but it was a bird fight with my drone. Dog fighting the bird. Why do they call it dog fighting? There's got to be a real name, a reason behind that. Who here is military that can explain why they call planes coming at each other and passing each other, why they call it dog fighting? And if you don't know, someone's going to look it up and going to find the answer from AI. Oh, we got a water world. Okay. Not a lot of HMCs here. I mean, they ought to call it bird fighting, right? But there's a reason. Someone's going to find that reason out, and we're all going to learn something today. What do we got? That's an interesting incline right there. We're not going to check that out. But there's our water world. Well, at least we're making some money. It's not getting us to our 1 billion, but it'll give us a couple mil. And these are all Rockies here, right? Yeah, Rockies. couple of smaller Rockies. Maybe we'll get lucky. One of these will have biologicals on it. Nope. Nope. Bald eagles show up at your cottage. Nice. I used to live out west before I started doing YouTube. And we used to see bald eagles all the time. And I was working in a retail store right on the ocean, pretty much. I mean, the ocean was pretty much everywhere, right where I lived. But for lunch, or during my lunch break, I would head down to the dock right beside the mall that I worked at. And I had my crab trap with me, and I would toss it out over lunch hour, and I would just sit there and pull up some crab, throw them in a cooler, and bring them home at the end of the day, and have some crab boiled in beer for supper. And there were tons of bald eagles around that area. This is out west. And a lot of people would come down to the dock. Oh, here's another 66. Oh no, that's 376,000. 376,000 radius. I mean, that might be worth checking out. So, down at the docks one day, and, you know, for the crab traps, you usually throw, like, chicken thigh or chicken breast or something in there. Well, chicken thigh, you don't throw chicken breast, it's too expensive. You throw some chicken into these crab traps that you toss down into the ocean. And this bald eagle was circling overhead, and there were two guys. They're like, hey, you know what? I bet the bald eagle wants that chicken. And so he grabbed one of his chicken legs, and when the next time the bald eagle came in for like a slow pass over the docks, he took this chicken leg and he whipped it up in the air as high as he could. And that bald eagle, man, I have never seen this. I wish this would have been recorded on video. That bald eagle locked onto that chicken. You could see its head just locked onto the chicken. It folded its wings and it dove, and it went down 20-30 feet and smacked that chicken so hard coming down you could hear the impact. It was like BAM! And snatched that chicken out of the air and flew off. And everyone on the dock was freaking out. Like, it was just the coolest thing to see ever. This guy fed a wild bald eagle. Not something you see every day. Nested moon. No biologicals, guys. No biologicals. We are not getting lucky. Just lots of geologicals. Geological. Google says a dogfight is called a dogfight because close-range aerial combat between fighter planes resembles the chaotic turning and tight maneuvering of two dogs fighting. You know, flying around, there's a lot of, you know, it's I guess if you plotted it out, there'd be a lot of like spiraling and spinning around, but I don't know if it looks like two dogs fighting. You see dogs lock onto each other and just like attack each other. They're not really running past each other and swinging back around for another attack. They just go straight in. But okay, sure, I guess. Maybe dogs with machine guns on their heads.
System scan complete.
We'll go see these rings. 360 some odd thousand kilometers. I was saying that was pretty big, right? You did scuba diving off Vancouver Island? Yeah, that's where I was. I was living out west on Vancouver Island. There's some pretty big rings. I was on Vancouver Island. I was actually living on Gabriola Island. And I was working in Nanaimo, so I took the ferry over every day. Look, it's thick rings there. So yeah, it was right off the docks in Nanaimo. Yeah, that's some pretty big rings. Not bad. They got some girth to them, I suppose. Let's do a little this. Do a little this. There we go. Just a quick little thing. Sharks. Is that too much to ask? I would not want dogs with with machine guns on their heads. Dogs are terrifying, man. I would never want to get attacked by a dog. Oh my god. I mean, I had 2 Yorkies. And I wouldn't want to get attacked by a Yorkie. Forget like a fighting dog. No way. Not a chance. Oh, there's a water world in here, isn't there? Yes, there is. Let's get over to that water world. Where's she at? Right there. Dogs are terrifying. I mean, I love them. Don't get me wrong. I'm a dog person. Love dogs, but just don't want to have a dog mad at me that wants to hurt me. I used to play with my Yorkies, just like rough play with them, and yeah, you could see even a little dog like that. Oh, whoa! Is that no? That's not the water world. The water world doesn't have rings on it. That's it over there. I went the wrong way. Why did I go that way? Completely the wrong direction. What am I doing? I'm looking at chat. You went diving in Nanaimo? Nice. Well, I mean, I guess nice. There's nice areas around Nanaimo. I know a few folks that used to go diving in Nanaimo. The water's cold in that area, though. Like, if you go up to, like, what is it? Long Beach, up on the island. That water's freezing, man. There is no warm water around there. And, I mean, I'm not a big ocean swimming kind of guy. I don't mind water that you can see through, but I don't like deep water that you can't see the bottom. And if it's cold on top of it, that's a big no for me. Big no. I liked fishing in Nanaimo. I like crabbing in Nanaimo. Or around Nanaimo. I've been out on the boat there and spent a good while fishing. Caught some lingcod. Caught myself a little dog shark. But no, swimming in that water, no thanks. 7 probes. Okay, so this is where I get a little confused because I don't have the muscle memory for 7 probes. 1, 2, and then we're going to try to do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully that one on the back hit. Went diving in February. Yeah, even in a dry suit, it's freezing, isn't it? Okay, did I get it? Tell me I got it. Why does that back one always so much smaller than everything else? Yeah, I got it. I got it. Yes, nice.
Scan complete.
Okay, perfect. Let's move on. Where are we going next, folks? I want to continue up this way, but I don't want to go to another neutron star. Let's go U. All right. Continuing on.
Frameshift drive charging.
February. Well, that's why it was so cold. I didn't see the February part of it. I mean, you can go in the middle of July and it's freezing. You went in February. You're crazy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
What is the difference between a dry suit and a wetsuit? Because I went in a wetsuit. I went whitewater rafting and we had wetsuits on. A dry suit, I'm guessing, just means you're fully covered and the mask covers the only hole over your face and everything else is like sealed off so you don't even get wet inside. Is that the idea? Sounds about right. A dry suit. I never even thought about that. I always thought I thought that it was just a wetsuit was what people wore for everything. Visibility is better in the winter. Less plankton. Okay, that's interesting. More pollution. Especially around Nanaimo. You know, it's funny because, like, I would crab trap. I would just do crabbing right off the docks there. And the crab that you'd catch off the docks in Nanaimo, you know what they're eating. They're just eating all the sewage. But, those crab, you'd get them home, and yeah, you can catch them. Once in a while, they'd be big enough to eat. But they never had a lot of meat in them. And then you go out onto the open ocean in a boat, and the crab you pull in there, those guys are meaty, muscly crab. Same crab, Dungeness. That's what you'd catch. Landable body with rings. Delicious Dungeness crab. But yeah, those ones near the shore. You gotta eat like 6 of them to get the same amount of meat that you'd get off of one crab. Body with fast orbit? Okay, I'm not that guy. 6 of those equals 1 nice open water crab. Missed something here. Come on, we need one good planet with biological signals here. We're getting nothing. I feel like I'm getting gypped today. We're getting scammed. Come on, Elite Dangerous. Give me some biologicals. Don't make this like the other day where I was like, okay, last jump, and then I gotta close the stream, and then all of a sudden, like, every single planet had biologicals on it, and I had no choice but to scan them all, and spent like an extra 3 hours doing that. I don't want that. Give them to me now. Come on. Let's go. Show me the money. I need 6 planets with Stratum Tectonis. That's the one, right? Stratum Tectonis? Tectonica? How about 1 planet? 1 biological. Lots of geologicals. There's another nested moon. Lots of geologicals. 0 biologicals. Seems to be how it goes, though. You get like nothing for 10 jumps, and then all of a sudden you get 1 system, and every single biological in the entire galaxy is like right there on that 1 planet. Geological. We got more down here. You seen some monstrous crabs? Are you a doctor? Dry suit gives you a layer of air. Okay. You also need to wear thermal underwear while you're diving with a dry suit. Interesting. It's because the boys get a little cold in there. The hell is thermal underwear? Are these like heated, like the patches that you kind of like, you snap the thing inside and they warm up? Keep the boys warm while you're diving? Otherwise you're coming out and you ain't having kids after that? Nothing. 34 planets. And not a single exobiology to be found.
System scan complete.
Alright. I see how it is. I see how it is. Yeah, those crabs feeding on sewage, Gibber. They are those bottom feeders, alright. They still delicious, though. They are still delicious. Apparently, eating poop makes you a delicious creature. Oh, my coffee's gone cold, boys. I think I need a kettle right here next to my computer. Could be faster money to mine with the new T11 and some preparations. Like making a personal squadron. You can mine 250 tons every 20 minutes of platinum. Damn! What are you saying, Andy? Bottom button on that screen. You'd copy the button. What am I missing? Is that... Are you watching, like... in real time, or are you looking at something that I pulled up before? Because I'm not sure which bottom button you're talking about. Oh, 33 more.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
33 more. I think Andy might be looking at the stream from a while back. Well, I gotta message you here, Andy. I'm gonna message you in chat. Andy, are you watching live or somewhere back in the stream? I don't think I've opened up anything for a while, any windows for a while. Alright, 34 planets. And we've got Rocky, we got an HMC here. Okay, maybe this is the one. This could be it. This could be it. Come on. Lots of little moons. Lots of moons. Body with wide ring. There's another big... That'd be interesting if we got some biologicals around like a large ring body. That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't hate that. Geological. Geological. Nothing. There we go. 7. Okay, what do we got? So here, I'm gonna put my interface back up so you guys can see. This is what I get shown. Unfortunately, it is... Okay, we could look at the white one. Sorry, they're overlaid. So we've got 7 possible signal types. Now this is the data that shows up. And you can see kind of like the rewards. Actually, if we look in the bottom... If we look at the bottom one, the blue and orange one, you could see the payouts. It's about 55 million. No really expensive ones here, but it kind of gives you the possible types that you could get. So the most expensive one is, if it's there, is the Aliota Coronimus. I've never seen one of those. 31 mil. Oh no, there's a Tubus there. 59 mil. Potentially a Tubus there. Okay, so we need to go to this planet. Now, let's hope... Oh crap, sorry, you know, I just realized chat's in the way. Okay, I'm moving the chat over here for a second. There, that way you guys can see this. Okay. So, I've marked this. Now, we are going to hope that the other moons around this planet, which there are still a few, also have the same biologicals, which oftentimes I have seen is the case. If we're really lucky, we'll have at least one more. There's still a few moons around this to scan. Nothing. Nothing. Just lots of nested moons. Yay! There we go. 5 more. That one also has potential Tubus and Frutexa. And the Aleota Arcus. Okay, there's another one. That's good. We're winning. Winning big time. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. So we've got 2 planets, 7 and 5 signals around planet 8. SkipperNet, you beat us all. Bot game yesterday, still in dock. Yes, there you go. Fist, beast fist to you, brother. Good for you. Welcome to the game, man. I gotta know, Skipper, what brought you to Elite Dangerous? I mean, the game's been out for like 12 years. How did you hear about it? Do tell. I'm interested. I want to know how new people have found this game, and what are you thinking? I mean, obviously you're still in dock, so you don't know much about the game yet. But what brought you to it? How did you find it? Tell us all about your experience in learning about Elite Dangerous. All right. I'm going to scan the rest of the stuff in this system. I'm going to go back to here so that the chat's not overlaying the other thing. Let's see what else we have. This could be potentially a very, very rich system for us. We've got 2 really nice planets so far for biologicals. This is what we were waiting for. It's here. The game heard us. FDev gods are watching, and they said, okay, Josh, we'll give you some biologicals. Ask and ye shall receive, folks. Geological. Nothing. Nothing. Come on. Just a couple more. Just a couple more. That's all I'm asking for. Just a couple more. Nothing. We got more. We got more. What's over here? Oh, this is going to be the asteroids. Oh, no. That's a planet. That's a high value. Metal rich. Okay. We don't care too much for that. Geological. Landable body with rings. And the rest is around this little star here, isn't it? Well, let's go get you, I suppose. A couple of gas giants with some moons. Rocky. I don't think we're gonna find geologicals here. Biological. I don't think. I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but I think everything is on those 2 moons that we found before, which is fine. Which is fine. That saves us having to bounce around all over the place to make money. I'd rather it all be in one place anyhow. Okay, what do we got? Nothing there, obviously, and 2 moons left.
System scan complete.
Oh, 1 moon left. Okay, perfect. You think you're live? You can't rewind on Twitch? Well, you must be. I don't know. When you said the button at the bottom, Andy. Button at bottom. What did you mean? Maybe I'm just like senile and have no idea that I opened up a window. Okay, 8D and 8E. Here we go. So, continuing how we make money in exploration, we finally have found some biologicals. 8D, right here. We're going to go there. And now we can actually showcase how that works. So if you want to make your first billion exploring, which I'm at 412 million right now in unsold from my 2 little excursions out over the past couple of days. We're going to come in here. We're going to stop the Super Cruise so we don't have to go flying past. Try to be a little bit graceful in our approach. And I can't spell button, apparently. Button! The button. Let's come on in here. And we'll show you how we find the biologicals, how we scan down to the planet's surface and figure out where to actually land on the planet's surface. So, you make your approach. You try not to pull a loop of shame, which I'm going to demonstrate now. I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes, okay? There's actually a very good reason why I'm doing this right now. So this is called the loop of shame, which sometimes you can use to your advantage if you want to get around to the backside of the planet, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. I want to come in from the top like this, because now I have the dark side and the light side perfectly visible. And then we're going to scan. We're going to use our probes. Now, you guys have seen this already. If you're new to Elite Dangerous, or if you're new to exploration and you're looking to make some big bucks, the big moolah, the space buckaroonies, you come up to your planet, use your surface scanner. This is a 4-probe. So here's the 4-probe. It's just a cross. One on the left, or one on the right, one on the left, one on the top, one on the bottom. That's it. That's your surface scan right there for a 4-probe efficiency. Now, once it finishes, and I'm just going to approach the planet because we are going to be landing. Now it turns the beautiful aquamarine, which is not a heat map. It is not a heat map. I can now see that we do have Tubus, which is good, because that's 38 to 59 million right there. We do have the Aleota Arcus, which is 36 mil. We've got the Concha. We've got the Frutexa, which is 38 mil. We've got some Stratum. It's not the good one, though. It's a 6 to 12 million one. And then we have a Tussock for 5 mil. Tussock, by the way, is usually everywhere. So, you can come to the surface scanner now, and I can scroll between all the different ones, and it's basically just going to show me anything that's green is where I want to land. And what I'm looking to do is try and find somewhere that has as many of these as possible. I want to start with the expensive one, which is going to be the Tubus. Why am I not even seeing Tubus on here? Osseous of Fungdor, Tussock, Frutexa. Oh, I'm on the wrong planet for the Tubus. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is not the Tubus planet. Let me just level off for a second. This is Cactoida, Frutexa, Fungoida, Osseous, Stratum. Okay, so I want to go for the Frutexa, I guess is going to be the first one. So yeah, we'll go down for some Frutexa. So you're aiming for green, and realistically, you want to try and find somewhere that's relatively flat. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's anywhere, at least from up here, and it's sometimes it's hard to tell. This just looks like a really bumpy planet surface that's flat, which is kind of crap, because the bumpier it is, the more of a pain in the ass it is to get around and find the stuff. So I'm going to go there. I think right in that little bay between the mountains could be a potentially flat area. Yeah, exactly. Airnut. it was for teaching. Totally for teaching purposes. Why else would I be doing it? Yes, I love to demonstrate each time. If you're gonna loop a shame, you gotta know how to do it like a pro. Yes, and Pete has a very good point in chat. It's hard to land the Caspian Explorer because his ship's got a big fat booty. And, okay, so this actually does look okay flat here. It's hard to land on bumpy terrain. It is a major pain in the Caspian Explorer. So we're looking for relatively flat. It doesn't have to be perfectly flat, but relatively flat, so that you can park your big fat butt down on the surface and then start doing the wonderful exploration. Now, the other thing is, and this is what I've learned, is that some of the things that you're going to be scanning, I could see bacteria already, by the way. a lot of the stuff is not going to show up until you get closer to the ground, but sometimes, and depends on the contrast and the type of thing that you're looking for, you can see it. So right here, I can already see bacteria patches. That's these gray patches, and I see something else right about center of my HUD right now. You can see it kind of poking up there. Bacteria is like the least expensive thing to scan. I also, looks like there's some tussock down there. It's the least expensive thing to scan, but it's the hardest thing to find sometimes. And so if you can, and you see that there is an abundance of it, you can just get it out of the way and do it. But it depends on which one it is. I'm going to check my log to see whether or not this is one that I have. And this is all unsuitable terrain here. Like, even with this relatively flat terrain, it's still practically impossible to land the Caspian. So, we've landed. I like to turn my my lights off. Save the battery, you know. And we're going to take a look. So the bacteria on this planet is...
Low gravity warning.
Arasis lime. Arasis lime. So, let me share my screen like this. I'm going to bring up my bingo card again. And this is what I'm using to decide whether or not I even want to scan that Arasis lime. I already have Arasis lime, so I'm not going to do the bacteria. Now, I'm only not doing this because I've already scanned it, and because bacteria is not worth a whole lot. I'll get maybe 5 million for it. Maybe. Which, yeah, it's 5 million, but I'm trying to go for 1 billion here, and I don't want to waste time on that. This, by the way, is coming from SRV Survey, which is a third-party add-on that you could download. And it's got this nice little bingo card that shows everything, all the different biologicals here. And if it's green, it means you've already done that one. If that bacteria was worth 50 mil, yeah, I'd still scan it. I don't care that it's not on the, or that it's already on the bingo card. I'm going to do it anyhow because I want the 50 million. But I don't need it. I don't need to waste my time on it because, oh, hold on. I got to turn this stupid SRV drive assist off.
Drive assist off.
Please. Oh, that's better. Okay. I don't need it because it's just going to waste my time and I want to make money. So here, we found a cactoida. This is definitely a cactoida. We can start with this one since it's here and it's easy to see. So the next thing you do, of course, is you jump out. You grab your little handy-dandy scanner-rooner. You walk up to your stuff and things. Warning, different species. Partial sample will be discarded. What? Oh, yeah, right. I actually have one scan of the bacteria from another planet that I was just demonstrating. I don't care about this, so I'm going to get rid of that. Normally, you don't want to leave a planet until you've scanned it all. Here we're going to just scan this cactoida. This is the... Oh, Cortexum cactoida. Okay. And that's worth... 3 point something. No, 18 million credits? Yeah, about 18 mil. Now, you can see on the right how far I need to travel before... Oh, that's another species there. So that's just pinging on my scanner. So there's a bunch of stuff around us here. You can see how far I need to travel before I could get the next sample. So I'm going to have to do that now. I'm going to have to go out of this red circle. And again, this is the plugin that's showing me how far. It's a 300 meters. So I'm going to just drive the 300 meters. Or fly, or however you like to travel on the planet's surface. I like flying in the SRV. Oh, and there's also the other one. The more expensive one is there too. I seen it. Looks like rocks. Okay, so now we're well out of the range of the circles. And what I usually do here is I just... I flail. I flail. We get out. And I do this. I grab my scanner again. Sometimes, you know, if it's one that's easy to spot, like those cacti or cactoida, you can just spot it visually. But another way you could do it is just do like this. Jetpack yourself up. It looks like there's some over there. So now I'm gonna take a look at my my headings. So that is 330 some odd degrees. I'm gonna get back in my SRV. I'm gonna point myself in that direction because it looks like that's the closest one. So we're gonna point to about 330, and then we're gonna drive over there, or fly, or hit rocks, however you like to do it. I believe that's more cactoida. Yeah, there we go. So there's our second cactoida right there. And we got biologicals all over the place here. Look at this. We got all kinds, which is great. That means that we're going to be able to capture a whole bunch without having to get back to the ship and fly around looking for more. Change the game settings somewhere, so by default drive assist is off. Yeah, I know, Alex. I gotta do that, man. I should scan all. Pete, if you're saying I should scan all, do you mean like even the bacteria that I don't want to waste my time scanning? If there's a reason for it, I mean, please do tell. I'm all ears, but I don't want to scan all of them. And if you are trying to scan multiple biologicals, unfortunately, and this is, I guess, just by design, I can't scan these ones that are here beside me right now because your sample canister can only hold one species at a time, and you got to get all three before you can scan the next one. If you don't, it ditches any samples that you've already taken, and you have to start all over with those ones again, which is a pain in the royal butt, but it is what it is. There, I could see some more cactoid up there. I'm not even going to get out to look for it. I believe this is cactoida. Oh, no, that's tussock. That's tussock. There's some cactoida right there. So, you have to do one species at a time, because apparently we are not smart enough to be able to remove the canister and just put it in a pocket and take out a second canister. You can fly a ship across the stars, but don't try to even think about organizing canisters in pockets. That is not possible. Not going to happen. Nuh-uh. No way. All right. So now we've got our cactoida. And I'll do the tussock next because it's right here. That's going to save me a little bit of running. And this one here, I will get my first sample. It's only 200 meters as well, so this is a very small sample range, which means I can just get back in here, turn, and probably go and get that patch there, and we're already good to go. For practice, open Gal Map, select a system, press copy button, open Notepad, and paste. Andy? Are we talking about the Explorarium again? Because I feel like somehow you're like behind on the stream. I don't know. That could be me. I could be crazy again. Is that what you're talking about, Andy? Is the Explorarium? So here, I think we could probably get this one. No, we'll have to go to the next little patch right here. That should be out of range. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, we're out of range. So now we can just grab this one here. Nobody else will land there because you marked as first land, which means some things are wasted for global knowledge. Yeah, that's true. If you don't get the first footfall on a planet, if someone else has already found the planet, you do lose a pretty significant bonus. So that is definitely worth taking a look at. before you decide to go down and grab all of the scan data. I mean, you could still do it if you're completely bonkers completionist. You may feel compelled to do that. Although I don't know if this is the type of game you want to play if you have OCD like that. Like, oh my god, I gotta scan everything. But yeah, if you gotta catch them all, right? Like, these are like little Pokemon. Oh, there's biologicals. I gotta get down there and scan. I've done that before, and sometimes it's, if you're just going for money. If all you care about is credits and you're trying to make 1 billion credits, yeah, check if someone's landed on the planet and has that first footfall already, because you won't make nearly as much money as getting the first footfall bonus and the scan data. It's a considerable boost. I mean, I'm looking here, first footfall bonus on this planet, 108 to 160 million. That's a lot. It's a lot. Now we can come over here. So we've got 2 of our samples already. And we're going to grab numero 3. Alex, that's a great point. Thank you for bringing that up. This is our next biological. I've never seen this one before. This bulbous. It almost looks like a bacterial colony. This also looks like coral. It's got like fingerprints on it. Look how cool that is. How much you want to bet that literally is some dude at FDev's fingerprint? That they're like, yeah, let's put it in the texture. Okay, that's the stratum. So this one here is 2.45. Okay, so this is a 500-meter one. We're going to have to go a little further away for the stratum. But there is, again, tons of this everywhere. This is such a nice place to land right now, because there's a lot of biologicals all around this one area. This is like exactly what you want to find. Exactly what you want to find. A nice big open area that's got pretty much all of your biologicals all in one spot. It's relatively flat. Like, oh my god, how nice it is to just be able to drive around in the SRV like this. Not be hitting rocks all over the place or have to go up onto a mountaintop to find your biologicals. Now again, I'm going to just jump up here and take a look, because I'm not sure where the next closest stratum is. Oh, right there in front of us, there's one. Okay, yeah, we're good. It's right in front of us. I don't know why I didn't see it. There it is. Alright, we'll go grab that one. And we're making money now. We are making money. Stop right on top of it. This is where the big bucks is, folks. Under my tires. Nobody says you have to be respectful to the exobiology, all right? Drive on it, step on it, do what you gotta do. Don't worry too much about it. Just get that scan data. Just get it all. And if we're really lucky, that one's gonna be just outside of range over there. If not, looks like there's another one just up ahead. Yeah. Maybe this one, maybe this one. Oh, there's so much of it, though. This is great. It's so rare to find a planet that has all your exobiology in one, like, area that's easy to drive on. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. This is exactly what you want. Although hard to find. Alright. Get this last one. Uh-oh. And sometimes this happens. Not often, but once in a while. Loading issue out of the SRV. We'll do this. Come over to the cockpit. My game has decided it doesn't want to play. I hope it didn't crash, because it's not even showing up on this screen for some reason. So, this is the way that we make money exploring, at least for biologicals. Yeah, I think the game crashed. I think it did. It doesn't say not responding, but I'm still staring at a black screen here. So I'm going to take that as a potential crash, and I'm just going to restart the client. Let's restart Elite Dangerous. Oh, yep, it did crash. Crash report. Wow. Okay, that's unusual. I don't think I've ever seen Elite Dangerous crash on me. I've crashed in Elite Dangerous, but the game itself doesn't even want to get off my screen. Yeah, super weird. All right, hopefully this doesn't mess up the stream, but the client is still open on my screen, so I'm gonna have to end task, I guess. There we go. End task and relaunch the client up here. Crazy. Yep, no, Spike, you're absolutely right. I am not in the game because the game did a big ol' crash-a-rooney. That's okay. We're loading back up right now. We'll get back in here and collect a little bit more exobiology. Let me go up here. Skipper. Skipper, you never answered me in chat, brother. I want to know how you found Elite Dangerous. Skipper, you still in the chat? Let me know. I am super interested. It's taking an unusually long time to load in. Okay. For a second, I thought maybe it was the elite servers that weren't up. It does not normally take that long for me to get in. But I think we're good now. Stratum excutitus emerald. That makes me a little nervous. I was in my suit on a planet's surface and the game crashed. You've had crashes? Usually a VR issue. Okay. Oh man. Talking about VR. Look at this. It's not loading though. Okay. There we go. So I did, I tried VR for the first time in a long time in Elite with my Quest 3. And, oh man, talk about a jump up in resolution from the original Oculus Rift to Quest 3. It's a different game altogether. Yeah, just shocking. It's so nice. Okay, was that my last Stratus? Yes, it was. Okay. So now what's left? Man, there's still a few. So I'm missing the bacteria, which again, I don't need to get. We have the Frutexa, Fungoida, and Osseous left on this planet to get. Oh, let me switch back to I'll change the view back here, folks. Yeah, thank you. Yes, aquatic elite in VR is hella good. And you know what, I am really happy, at least with the Caspian, that when you turn around and look behind you, the consoles are all doing things. They have like animations and stuff on them. I could be crazy. Mind you, you know, my experience in Elite Dangerous in terms of VR was really limited to like a couple of ships, but I don't remember any of the OG ships having like animated consoles inside them. They were like just like a static decal on the wall, and a whole lot of nothing happening there. Back up. Where's the portal? Come on, let me in. There we go. So, continuing our exobiology here, I think we've scanned everything we could in this area. There was 3 different exobiology in this one little region. So now we're going to try and find, well, actually 4. The bacteria is here too, but I just don't want to mess around with the bacteria. I did not see the Frutexa or the Fungoida or the Osseous. So we're gonna take off. We're gonna go to another site to go get those 3. Hopefully we can find them all in one spot. That would be nice again. And this is going to be another 100+ mil added to our total. That much closer to 1 billion. And Aquatic saying combat is a lot easier in VR. 100%. Even flying with flight assist off is easier in VR. And I love flying with flight assist off. I mean, for combat, it's kind of essential. If you don't fly with flight assist off in combat, you're flying at a major disadvantage. But it takes practice, and it's not easy. And anyone who's flown with flight assist off knows that it's definitely a skill that is acquired through lots of practice. But VR, I find that it's much easier because you get a sense of the momentum. You kind of have an idea of the direction that you're going. It's easier to pick up on. Okay, so probably want to go for the Frutexa. Okay, so what do we got? Frutexa and Fungoida and Osseous. Cactoida. Oh, Fungoida is really not anywhere we want. Okay, Osseous and Frutexa. If I could find the 2 of them in the same area. Yeah, there is down there. This one spot has both. Right on this little peninsula. Although it doesn't look flat. It looks like the type of area that I don't like. But it has both of these, so I can get them both at the same time. May just have to accept that. Yeah, the Osseous like small rocky formations. Alex, you're absolutely right. I usually, I found them a lot of the times, on the edge of craters or on the edge of cliffs or inside those little crappy bumpy areas that I absolutely hate driving around on. Oh, okay, this doesn't look too bad. This doesn't look too bad. It looked worse from the air. That looks like bacteria. Again, that's bacteria patches down there, isn't it? But there's something beside it. Is that the Cactoida again? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's the Cactoida. The Cactoida and the bacteria again. But no Osseous. Oh, and the stratum is here too. Great. So where the hell is the rest of our stuff? Are they all gonna be here? All right, let's fly over here and take a look. That's more Cactoida. Could that be Osseous? Oh, I think this is... Is this something? Is this a thing? Or is that just rocks? It's just rocks. Yeah. So where is the good stuff? We'll go look in the bumpy areas. Because Alex is right. Usually the osseous stuff spawns in the or grows. It's usually on like these little craters, or like I said, sometimes you'll find it along like crater walls like this. Tubus cavus. There's no tubus on this planet. Andy, what the hell are you watching, man? Andy, you're watching the wrong stream. How are you commenting? You got the wrong stream, brother. There's no tubus here. We got osseous, we got fungoida, we got frutexa. If there's tubus, it's on another planet. But that other planet is, we saw that like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. I swear Andy's watching the stream from 20 minutes ago. It's gotta be. And not seeing the osseous here. What's this? That's the cactoida again. Oh wait, yeah, that's cactoida. That's a tussock. Okay, man. Maybe we got gypped on this region. Because it's just not here. Nowhere to be seen. It's the exact same stuff as before. I mean, I could have scanned the bacteria in that time. Oh, aquatic, man. You and me both, man. Would they add watery regions in here? I'm curious. What y'all think of the what was FDev saying? They were talking about revisiting an existing system. Are they talking about the BGS? You think that's what they're talking about? I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that they're rethinking the planetary exploration and adding more to it, but they're not going to redesign that from scratch. So, is it BGS? Is it something else? What do you think? Yeah, we don't have any new exobiology here. This is all exactly the same stuff, and I'm not seeing any osseous here. These rocks that are just like sticking out, you'd think maybe that was osseous, but it's not. For sure not. Let's check in the bumpy areas. Yeah, most likely they want to break BGS. That's what I figured. Okay. We're going to have to pick another landing site. I think this landing site is a lie. Is that a mountain? Does it, like, change to ice over there? Is that an icy biome off in the distance? It's like just like a strange ice mountain just spawning way off there. Okay, let's go up. We'll choose a different landing site. This is the wrong place.
Frameshift drive charging.
Someone tell Andy that, oh, actually, Andy's on Twitch.
2, 1, engage.
Okay, I'll have to type to Andy. Andy, that tubus is from 20 minutes ago. Okay. Let's try a yeah, look, it was an icy biome. That's interesting. Let's get up here a little bit, and then we'll find another landing site. Exploration seems to be a heavy lift for the current engine, and down the list of priorities. You know, it's so sad though, because this game is the perfect game for exploration. It should literally be the first thing that they work on. Okay, Frutexa. Yeah, we need Frutexa. And we need... Okay, let's go back to Frutexa. I don't want to go into the mountains. We'll try to find another... We got the Cactoida. Okay, we'll try down here. We'll try down here. That patch right there. I think that was both. Oh no, it's not. It's literally not. But that's okay. We'll go kind of halfway between. Do I prefer Twitch viewers or YouTube? I don't really have a preference, honestly, Aquatic. I don't make money from either one right now. If this was, you know, 6-7 years ago when my channel was monetized, I would have said YouTube for sure. But that's also because I didn't really do Twitch streaming back then. When I look at the way that the two platforms are monetized, it looks like Twitch is better if you're trying to make money. I think if you're streaming and you're trying to make money, Twitch is the better option between YouTube and Twitch. And I could be mistaken. You know, I'm not very experienced with Twitch, but, you know, reading the way that they have it set up for partners, it seems like Twitch is the better option if you're just doing streaming. You guys all know that I do create content as well. I don't just stream. I mean, unless everyone's like, no, just stream. We don't care about the rest of the stuff. I'm totally fine doing that. I don't need to waste hours and hours of time making one video. But YouTube is just where all my subs are. And so I think I have more visibility on YouTube, at least for now. I would... Oh, there we go. There's some new life right there. I could build up my Twitch viewership if I wanted to stream more often, but I think it would require me to commit, you know, like a schedule to streaming, because I think that's what people need for streamers. Is they need a schedule. They need to know when the person's streaming. They want it to be more regular, and yeah, streaming's super easy. I love streaming. It's easy, right? I just pop on. I don't have to prepare anything in advance. I get to hang out, play the game, chit-chat with folks. I don't have to worry about, like, capturing footage and doing all this ridiculously time-consuming stuff that it takes to build content. So, yeah, there's definitely, like, a quality of life element of just being a streamer. But you also have to have an audience. And I don't know if Elite Dangerous has a big enough audience for people to, like, commit that amount of time to streaming every week and actually, you know, make money off of it, I guess. And I don't do this just to make money, because, like I said, I'm not even making any money. I look back at when my channel was active and, like, how much money I made at the time. It wasn't enough to pay the bills, I'll tell you that much. Couldn't live off of it. So maybe it could have gotten there. Maybe had I continued streaming and building content for the 6 years that I was gone, maybe. I mean, I'm looking at some other streamers at the time, or other content creators at the time that my channel was kind of at its peak or in its prime. You know, some of them have 100, 200k subs now, and they had around the same as I did on YouTube at the time. So maybe, you know, I think if you have that many subscribers, you have at least the possibility of making it like your full-time job and not having to work, and then you have a lot more time to commit to being able to create content. You know, that would be cool. Twitch, I think, really, if you want to be successful on Twitch, you just have to make it a full-time job. You have to kind of, like, take a risk and just start streaming every single day. So for now, I don't really have a preference. If you watch me on Twitch or on YouTube, I do this for fun. You know, I like hanging out. Great community, great people, fun conversation. I like playing the game. and talking about it with other folks. But my channel's not monetized yet. Again, we'll get there one day. It won't take that long. I mean, take advantage of it now, because YouTube's not throwing ads onto my content for you. If you're watching on YouTube, you have no ads right now. Isn't that great? I think I need another 1,000 watched hours before they remonetize my channel, which probably will happen in the next few weeks. Once it's remonetized, YouTube's going to throw ads back on there. And I'll make $5 a month. It'll be great. I'm going to go splurge. Go to Best Buy and, you know, buy myself a USB cable or something with my hard earnings. Alright, we're flying here. I'll re-chat in a second, make sure I don't crash. Come on, be out of range. Please, 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 pretty please. I got the osseous at least. It's not. Ah, you dirty rat. It's just in the circle. Just in the circle, this one. Damn it. Okay, I have to find another one. Bring back the broadcast, Phil? We did. I mean, that was literally like my first stream. I had Greytest and Jan on with me for a relaunching of the YouTube. I had broadcast crew was up there. I got to get back in touch with them and find out like whether or not we can do the broadcast on Saturdays. My wife, she's okay with me doing a Saturday stream. I mean, I should be wrapping this one up here pretty shortly because it's supper time, and I know the fam's gonna want to get that done. So I think I'll probably finish scanning this planet, and then okay, there we go. There's another one right there. We'll finish scanning this planet, and then we'll end the stream. It's been a good 3 hours already. It's 180 degrees. But yeah, we could bring back the broadcast on Saturdays, assuming that... Oh, crap. What the hell degree did I just say? 300 and something? God. Oh, God, I'm so dumb. How come I can't remember that? It's literally 5 seconds ago. Okay, there it is. It's just off to the left. I can get this. Okay, let me read chat here. We're on both Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, so you could choose whichever one you want, Aquatic. Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, and Jurassic World Evolution accounted for 70% of Frontier's revenue. Elite 7%. I mean, hey. Yeah, I mean, look, Elite's been around a long time, right? I'm sure that it's padded their pockets enough. I don't think it's their primary revenue right now because it's a bit of a niche audience. I mean, go look at Twitch and see how many people are watching Elite. It's only a couple hundred. That's, again, why I'm kind of saying, like, if I just stream Elite Dangerous, I'm not going to be making any career on Twitch doing this. Well, there's only have 2 viewers right now on Twitch, 30 on YouTube. I think there was 5 or 6. I think the most I've seen on Twitch for Elite Dangerous on my Twitch stream at least is like 10 or 12 the other day. There was 12 or 15 maybe. So it's just not that many people. You got in a lot of trouble on YouTube for making threats and it cost $100K in attorney fees. Now you got a felony cut. What? Killikev, what are you talking about? What did you do, brother? Oh my God. I gotta know now. Do tell. Have I spoken to Shibuka? No, I haven't spoken to Shibuka in... I don't know, 7 years. I may have sent him a happy birthday at one point some time ago, but no, we haven't spoken. We did not speak for a long time. You know, he had a kid of his own, and he had some priorities that he needed to focus on. And I know that's why he kind of got out of streaming and YouTube. But we haven't stayed in touch, which is unfortunate. Okay, we got the osseous, but we don't have the frutuxa or the fungoida. And that's bacteria over there. I don't even want to go get that bacteria. So we're gonna have to go to another landing spot. This sucks. This planet is making me mad. I think we're gonna dismiss the ship, and I'll call it back over here in a easier area to get to, because I don't want to drive back 2 kilometers to get to it. Do I like Elden Ring? Yeah, Elden Ring was a blast, man. I played that game right on through to the end, so I can at least say that I've done that. Let's see, can I call the ship back here?
Ship recalled.
I have to find another landing spot. It's getting dark on this part of the planet too. You talked, man. Oh, okay. You were bad-mouthing a YouTube creator. With the CEO of YouTube, Google automatically picked up the comments and got investigated by the FBI. You got raided and arrested? Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. Holy crap. Yeah, the AI algorithm can like read through everything, eh? You gotta watch what you say. Big Brother's listening, man. Big Brother is listening. And I'm sure you were just, you know, just talking, right? But that's crazy. That is crazy. Whew. I don't know if they would do that type of thing in Canada. You know, they'd probably just come politely knock on the door and be like, sorry to bother you. Yeah, I know. T's been on with Scorb. I mean, I've chat with Scorb and Jan all the time. At least in the past couple of months, I've jumped onto Scorb's stream and chatted with him. And Jan was on stream with me for the broadcast, my first sort of foray back into streaming a few weeks back with Grey Test. I kind of pinged both of them. It's like, hey, you guys want to do a broadcast? They're like, yeah, let's do it. We did Jump Space. That was fun. So yeah, I mean, we could probably throw something together. I don't think it would be that hard to get the broadcast back up and running.
Landing gear retracted.
I just have to see like what the schedules would be like for those folks, because you know, Scorb's got his own stream going. Hey, no problem, Marinot. Thanks again for joining in, man. I will be closing the stream off here shortly. I'm debating whether I want to even try to get these last 2 biologicals, or maybe I end it right here, flying off into space. I'm going to try one more landing. If I don't see the biologicals, I will end the stream and wrap up here. And if I do, then I will grab whatever I can and then go from there.
4,
Don't ever make threats on YouTube.
1.
Point noted, Kilikev. Thank you for the hard lesson that you learned to help us all know what not to do on YouTube. Did you say that was in a live stream, or was that just like a comment? Creator, was it just a comment on a video? Or was it like during a live stream? It doesn't even matter. That's still crazy. Okay, here, Frutexa. We're getting it this time. Where is this damn Frutexa? Let's go get ourselves some Frutexa. Just a comment on an old vid. Wow. Oh, yeah? Okay, thanks, Alex. Don't expect it to be fast. Yeah, that's true. I gotta say, the fungoidas that I have found have always been, like, up in the top of mountains, and they've been a pain in the arse to find. They're like pink, little digits growing out of the ground. And when you find them, they're all over the place, but they have been often in, like, mountainous regions. So maybe I'm just looking in the wrong area. The heat map's telling me that they're here, but I think the game's lying. Well, it is clearly lying, because they're not here. Okay, there's the tussock, or the whatever. Okay, this is the last attempt here. The final straw, folks. The final straw that broke the Caspian explorer's back. This'll probably be an off-stream discovery if we don't find it. Now I'm gonna fly up here, up the mountain, where I really don't even want to be, because I'm not gonna be able to land up here. Not landing up here, there's no way. But it could very well be that this is where we need to go. I guess we'll find out here in a second. Let's see. Any fungoida? I don't see anything here. This fungoida just does not want to be found. Oh, I'm gonna destroy my ship. The fungoida is not here. Nope. Not on the mountain. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. 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 Putting the landing gear down. We're gonna go park.
Landing gear deployed.
If we can find a suitable patch of ground. Somewhere here. Oh, you Caspian big butt piece of poo. Land. Land. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be a wrap for today. So, just to kind of wrap up the whole, hey, if you want to make 1 billion credits exploring, I'm now at 468 million credits from, I want to say, probably 3 systems that were fully scanned. This one's not even fully scanned. There's still 3 biologicals on this planet to scan. That's going to net me, one of them's, the Frutexa I'm trying to find is 38 million. There's another for 5. There's another for 16. So, a good bit here. That'll put me above the 500 million. And then there's another planet in this system that had 5 more biologicals, which were also in the high amounts there. I think one of them was potentially 60 million. So maybe up to 600 million. And that's after 3 short stints, couple hours each. The conclusion is it is very viable if you enjoy exploration to get out there, explore the galaxy, and make a ton of credits in not that long of a time, too. And I've had a lot of fun doing it because we've seen some interesting sights along the way, like that giant star and the landable. As far as the Explorarium, I think it's a great tool if you want to, have sort of waypoints along your trip as you're exploring, just to have that extra little something to go take a look at. So I would probably recommend it if you want to have, if you go download it and install that third-party tool. It's called a Explorarium, and it's very handy. Aside from that, the third-party plugins that I'm using, SRV Explorer, ED Market Connector, and then ED, what is it? Hang on a second here. OD Explorer. Those three have been invaluable to me. And if you want to make money exploring, I'd say you need SRV Survey for sure. It's just super handy. Go grab them, get in your ship, fly on out, and scan your heart out, because that's how you're going to make the money. For now, thanks so much for joining in. Really appreciate y'all keeping me company while I played today. Great chat. Great to see you all. And until the next Saturday at 3 p.m., same time, same place,